you will never be happy. Maybe that's something that you believe, that you feel as though you will never truly be happy in life. I've certainly felt that way before. I think a lot of us have felt that way, that we feel as though we will never be able to be happy. Whatever's going on in our life, we're not able to pick ourselves up and actually experience joy. Maybe at one point we were happy in our life, and we feel as though that has been lost, that we no longer feel that happiness, no longer feel that excitement, that drive in life. Or maybe we've never really known true happiness. No matter what happens in our life, we just can't be happy. Perhaps we have a good family. Perhaps we have a decent amount of money, fair amount of money, that we don't have to worry about any financial problems. Perhaps we even have a loving partner, yet we're still not happy. Just think about all the people who have all those things and then some. People that perhaps you could be jealous about, that they have things that you don't, and they're not happy. So happiness is always going to be subjective based on the person, because you can have someone who is very wealthy, very successful, very well known. They have everything most people could ever dream of, and yet they're not happy. Then you have the people who could not have anything, who could be homeless, who doesn't have anything, anyone, deteriorated health, and they're happy. So what really explains that? Because we may think of happiness as something that is universal, or that we may think, oh, if only I had what that person has, I will be able to be happy. Well, let's start to break down why we feel unhappy here. So if you have a feeling of sadness, depression, feeling unsatisfied in life, perhaps these are more discrete ways that maybe we're not aware that we're even unhappy. But these can be some things that you look at. I don't feel happy. I feel sad. I feel depressed. I'm not satisfied with my life. Maybe that's a sign that is telling you, yeah, you know what? You're not happy in life. A lot of us may push it out of our existence. We may not acknowledge it. We may not be aware of it. We may just pretend like it doesn't exist. And that's a problem, because we're not able to be happy. We're not even aware that we're not happy. So if you feel those emotions, it's very likely because you were not happy in life. There's something going on within your life that you were not happy about. Now you want to begin to ask the question, what is your ultimate desire in life? What do you want to get out of life? So if we go back to the example that you see other people have things that you want, that you feel as though would bring you happiness. Oh, there's that person with that amazing significant other, husband, wife. They have a family. They're always posting their travel pictures on social media. They're so successful. They're so happy. I wish I was them. I wish I had what they had. And maybe that's what your ultimate desire is. You wish to be like them. I would say that that is not a positive intention, because you're looking externally, you're looking at someone else to basically saying, I want to be them. I want to have the life that they have. Because you think that is what would bring you happiness. But you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Just because you see something positive on the surface with these people does not mean that it is actually positive. There could be a lot of negativity behind the scenes that you don't see. Maybe they are both miserably unhappy in their marriage. Maybe they are very abusive towards one another. So, would you want that? Just because something looks good on the surface doesn't mean that it actually is. So you have to be able to realize your ultimate desire. What is that ultimate desire? Think about that And don't connect it to other people. Just think about it for yourself. What is your ultimate desire? And then, once you have the idea in your mind of what your ultimate desire is, what is stopping you from attaining it? What is the barricade, the blockage that is stopping you from attaining your ultimate desire in life? What is that ultimate desire and why are you being stopped? Who is stopping you? What is stopping you? These are all things to ask. Because once you begin to ask, once you begin to have some answers and you know, then guess what? Finding a solution to attain your goals, to attain what you truly want in life that would bring you happiness, will be easier than just going blind. You may also begin to really think about past experiences and negativity, especially negative events from the past or just negative things going around you presently. Are they stopping you from attaining your goal in life? Perhaps you grew up in an environment where you were never treated well, and, well, you were always belittled, you were always put down, you were always made to feel as though you were inferior to what you actually were. So when you are in situations now in your life, whether it be relationships, job opportunities, whatever it may be, you feel as though, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for this. So then you sabotage it. You may sabotage it in a very unconscious way. You may not even be aware that you're sabotaging it, but you are in some sort of capacity. So these negative experiences certainly do play a role, play an impact in how you are now, in stopping you, preventing you from attaining certain goals within your life. That's why it's very important to go back and to really think like, is something, it's like, okay, I would like to get into a certain area, a certain field with work or job opportunity, whatever that may be. But you feel as though what's stopping you is that you don't feel as though you're really good enough. Maybe you don't have the skills necessary, despite the fact that you're a natural at what you really want to achieve. You really do feel as though you are a natural. Like you can do it better than people who have trained in the field, but you're not good enough, according to you. Then you drill down and you realize, oh, maybe it was from childhood. Maybe something bad happened when I was younger that contributed to me feeling as though I'm not good enough. And really, the final question to really ask here, the big question is, what is your purpose in life? So with this example that we just used for this person, maybe they want to be a chef, okay? That's something that they have a strong desire for. That's something that they're passionate about. That is their purpose in life, to perhaps make food, make new recipes, do something that helps other people, like they make food for other people. They like to see how other people enjoy the cooking that they make. That is their purpose. That is something that makes them feel fulfilled in life. But without it, they're unhappy. But maybe they feel as though even though they are a natural, they can never attain it because, well, maybe they never went to school for learning culinary, skills. It's like, you don't necessarily really have to do that. You really don't. That's something to consider there. In addition, maybe they feel as though, well, they're not good enough. Who's going to hire me? It's, again, that comes from the doubt that they have from past experiences. So what is your purpose? What are the things that are stopping you from fulfilling it to attain your ultimate desire in life? Once you ask these questions, and once you begin to find an answer, you will realize that, maybe the reason why I am not happy in life is because I am not aligned with what my purpose is. My purpose says, I need to be in this field. This is what I need to do. This is what will make me happy. But I'm doing this. I'm doing something that actually is the opposite of my field. As a matter of fact, I'm doing something that is the opposite of my belief system. And it's tearing me down. It's breaking me apart. So if that's you, think about it. And then you will begin to realize, that's why I'm not happy in life. That's why.